Good day, Dr. Hassan, Cancer Crusaders Club, families and guests. A blessed and happy 34th founding anniversary to all. Congratulations, Dr. Hassan and everyone. When I received an invitation from Dr. Hassan to share on this occasion about my mother's breast cancer journey with the whole family as her support group, I had hesitations. But after praying about it, I decided to say yes to Dr. Hassan as my thanksgiving and support to his advocacy and as a way of giving glory to God for guiding my family all throughout in the midst of the sickness and pains my mother went through. It was in 2018 when my mother, whom we lovingly called Ima, which means mother in Kapampangan, broke the news to my daughter that she had a lump as big as a tennis ball on her left breast. My daughter encouraged her to share it to the whole family, which she did. Ima decided not to consult a doctor and take food supplements instead. Her reasons were, matanda na ako, 78 na. Enjoy-enjoy na lang at patay kung patay. For her, it was not alarming and depressing. She still managed to do her normal activities like cooking her favorite food, taking a lot of selfies, with her tablet each day, gardening with assistance, watching a variety of shows and videos on her gadgets, and receiving a total makeover of hair and makeup and unlimited picture taking under her grandson's efforts. All these activities were continuously enjoyed by her even when the lump was getting bigger and developing skin discoloration. There were times that I would share to her protocols I followed when I myself had a suspected early stage of breast cancer in 2017 and would invite her to see a doctor. All these were not entertained by Ima because she was used of being the one giving pieces of advice to me, her spoiled dependent darling daughter, and not the other way around. We had quarrels every now and then until I got tired and decided to offer everything to God, accepting that only He can change her through the intercessions of Mama Mary, saints, and angels. On November 1, 2020, Ima was rushed to the emergency room of one of the big hospitals in the city. Prior to this, she was eating a lot of fatty foods like spare ribs and talangkaw with bagoong almost 3 times a week, which went on for about a month until she was brought to the hospital. She complained about severe stomach pain and was vomiting occasionally. Several tests were done related to Emma's reported pains, and one of the tests showed that she had gallstones. The ER doctor claimed that the gallstones needed to be removed urgently. While waiting for the other test results and the doctor's prescriptions, my mom's breast cancer problem caught the attention of the doctor. The ER doctor convinced her to have it operated and even shared with Ima that the doctor actually performed a similar operation to another patient a few months ago who was even older than Ima. To lessen the expenses, Ima was advised to apply to the doctor's foundation for financial assistance, and the doctor would be one of those who will perform the operation on Ima. Since Ima had already made up her decision about it, just after talking for a few minutes with the ER doctor, my second son and I arranged all the needed details for the operation. I discussed this matter to my only sibling residing abroad. His initial reaction was to ask for a second opinion. Matanda na si Ima. Kailangan ng preparasyon diyan. When I shared this to a friend, her reaction was, bakit naman mabilisan? Baka pag-aaralan. With these comments, I talked to Ima about seeking for a second opinion. I prayed about it and thought of Dr. Hoson, who was mentioned by my daughter-in-law's father back in 2017 when I was looking for an oncologist for my own condition, but he was out of the country and not available that time. On November 10, 2020, with God's grace, we were scheduled for an online appointment with Dr. Hoson for Ima's consultation. He asked for all the test results of my Ima and asked questions. Dr. Hoson was surprised to find out about the recommendations and actions taken by the doctor. Dr. Hoson said, masyado nang malaki ang bukol niya sa breast para operahan. Hindi nila maisasara yan pag inoperahan nila. Dapat paliitin muna. Ang gallstones naman niya hindi alarming. Dr. Hoson explained very clearly the particulars of cancer and the options for treatment. He even drew pictures to make sure we would understand it well. Plus, Dr. Hoson also taught us how to help my Ima manage her near end of life cancer journey. The non-complicated anti-cancer treatment with supportive measures helped slow down the progression of Ima's cancer, which gave us more bonding time with Ima. I won't deny that there were still awayan, tampuhan, but we were able to manage them better. Our family tried to give back more to Ima for all the love and sacrifices she had given the family. We took care of her and made sure she did not feel alone in her journey. My middle child bought Ima a new high-quality tablet because Ima was complaining about the old one she was using and even took a 3-month leave from work to take care of her. My brother and his family residing abroad showed love and support by regularly making video calls with Ima. My youngest child, who was working in Singapore, resigned from work and came back to the Philippines when she learned about the worsening condition of Ima's cancer. For Ima, this was one of the answered prayers she wrote to Saint Joseph. My eldest son, my daughter-in-law who introduced Facebook to Ima, and my grandson would regularly visit our home and cheer Ima with their thoughtful pasalubongs and loving presence. My husband would easily cook all of Ima's requested food up to her last solid meal, which was buttered crops and shrimps. During Ima's last 3 weeks, when she was already bedridden, I was given a chance to take care of her completely. I would thank Ima in my heart every time I would change her diaper because I would remember those times when she was the one changing the diapers of my children when they were still babies. I would also always say a prayer in my heart for God to allow me to be by Ima's side during her last breath, just like she was always there for us. And with much gratitude, God granted this prayer. Also, God made the details of Ima's death manageable, especially during this challenging time of pandemic with the help and guidance of the near-death management which Dr. Hoson taught us. We were able to discuss with Ima the details of her wishes and wants related to her death, her hairdo, makeup, outfit, financial matters, and other important things, but most of all, there was an experience of healing in relationships, both emotional and spiritual. Masasabi ko po na ang cancer ay hindi naging takot sa amin, bagkus ito ay nagbigay ng pagkakataon para kay Ima at ng buong pamilya para mas maging handa sa iba't ibang aspeto ng buhay. Higit sa lahat, mas napalalim ang relasyon ng bawat isa sa amin, lalo na sa ating Panginoon. At isa sa mga naging instrumento rito ay si Dr. Hoson. And I would like to end this sharing with a Bible verse from Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. May God be praised.